All right, I'm fucking exhausted. As you can see, dude, I've been on grind mode. I'm trying to push out this new update for my app. Um, dude, it feels like everything is falling apart at the seams, which I'm actually kind of used to it now, so it's not too bad. But it is crazy. Like I've been working on this new update, so I can't really. I don't want to push any updates right now because I don't want to deal with a bunch of merge conflicts. I would rather just like push everything out of this update and then do a bunch of like patches to fix the shit that's going wrong right now. But um, I mean, as we can see here, so if I go to, if I change this table to sub accounts, then we can see basically this says paused even though I'm running ads. All of the ad accounts say paused, and I don't know why. I've got to schedule a meeting with Fivetran and kick their ass. And then yeah, but I've got basically like this dashboard is getting much closer. Really, it's just going to be adding a few more values for the stats there, and then authentication, patching things up, and getting it pushed out. Aiming for Thursday. Um, and yeah, I'm just on the grind. I'm like, all right, I think I can hit 50 grand a month by the end of the year if I really fucking I mean, really what I need to do is make it self-serve, get some type of like marketing working. I mean, I have paid ads, those are working, but like scale it up, like actually work on optimizing it over time. Um but yeah, it's like I got to make the product as good as possible in the next like 2 months because in October I'm going on a trip to the Go High Level Summit, and then in December I'm going to Europe with my friends, and then January I'm moving to Bali hopefully. So that, I mean, that's all exciting. Like that's fun, right? But yeah, it's just like stressful as shit to try to push all this shit out. Like yeah, dude, like the ad spend isn't working, and then a lot of the phone calls just aren't going through for some reason, and then like some of the appointments don't show up, and there's issues with the back end, and I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe that people like pay for this because, well, sorry, if you're watching my channel and you came from, if you're a user of this app, hopefully you keep paying for it, right? But all you really see as a founder, like other people look at your product and they see like, oh wow, this is great, but when you look at your product, you just see problems. Like all you see is the crack is between the cracks and all the shit and piss coming out. um, but yeah, dude, I've been fucking grinding, bro. Look at this. This is like I just stopped going to the gym. I'm like, all right, it takes too much time to go to the gym. Basically, most of this block was like going to the gym before this, but now I have a focus block where this is basically time booked out of my calendar for what's this, 3.5 hours, 4.5 hours, 3.5 hours in the morning, and then I have 3 hours here, and then I have 3 hours here, and yeah, so that's what, like 9.5 hours, and then I have video calls. So I narrowed down my calendar a lot, so there's basically only 3 spots here, here, and the 8:30, which always fills up first. So yeah, I'm trying to limit my availability because I suck at sales, so you know someone's almost just as likely to convert without meeting with me as they are with meeting with me, and it just takes a lot of time. And yeah, I figured what the hell, like it's all about the product. It's all about getting the product dialed in. Obviously, marketing's important, and you're never gonna have a business without it. But I think once you have that initial validation, it's really just about like fucking going ham on it to make a really good product. So I hope I don't turn out to be wrong on this. I mean, this is my first time around, 12, 15K a month. So When I'm at 50K a month, then I'll be able to tell you for sure whether or not product was the big lever. But I definitely think it is. So yeah, I don't know. I went to Chipotle for dinner, and I was just like, I remember just standing there in line. Everyone's on their phone. I'm just like staring out the window, vacant, vacant eyes, because that's kind of the reality, dude. Like your your brain will just be blank after like grinding. Literally, like this is what, like 4 hours here, and then I had a meeting and two and a half, 2 hours 45 minutes there, and then I just spent the last hour and a half, 2 hours. Um, but yeah, dude, the burnout kind of starting to set in, but it's okay. I'm gonna push this update out Friday or Thursday. Then all I have to do is little patches, and I can focus on different stuff, and then I can, yeah. I mean, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. I really can't rationalize it as, oh, it's not that bad, because there's a lot to do, and yeah, don't really have the revenue to hire at this point. I also don't really feel like hiring. And unfortunately, I'm still writing most of the code. I've been using, in the past, I used Claude 4 Opus, but all the major stuff I had it build for me doesn't really work. Like the table, it says 9 columns shown, but this is all the columns. It says 9 out of 59 shown. This is all the columns. And then, yeah, I mean, I guess that's the main issue with this table. And a lot of these metrics could be wrong because I had AI write them, so the new approach is really just to go super modular. So, like cost per appointment, we allow the user to set their filters. And then in the back end, it's like very modular where I'm controlling all of the kind of criteria, making sure it works properly. And yeah, that is, I think, a better approach. Because, yeah, I mean, AI is just not. It's like funny. Every time a new model comes out, you're like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. But then you start to find its limitations. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think AI is fantastic for like very limited deterministic use cases. So, for instance, like for charts, we have this function that's really fucked up. So basically, we take in data, which is an array with a category and a value, and then it needs to return an array like this with a category, a value, and a fill. But it has to like kind of sum the values and put them all together and do a bunch of shit. Take the top 9, and I was just like, I don't want to fuck with this. Like this is like some leak code type shit, and it's like the AI can solve this very quickly. And if it's just a deterministic thing that has a very well defined input and a very well defined output, then that's all you need. Like you just have the AI do it and it's fine. But for a lot of the UX stuff, especially I mean design, obviously, that's why I think, yeah, that is one example. And then horizontal chart, bar chart data. This has a different formatter, which is also kind of a pain in the ass. And so this stuff was written by AI because it's very simple. It just takes this input and returns an output. But yeah, I was thinking today, like, oftentimes when you let an agent, actually, I saw this like tweet or something about Anthropic saying that they have a $200 a month plan, which is like unlimited usage or something, and then they have users who run the agent 24 hours a day. I'm guessing they probably have a main agent to reprompt the Claude Code sub agent when it stops working. And yeah, I was like, okay, the the issue with doing that, and I might find out in like a few, in a year or something that I'm just a fucking idiot and don't know how to use it. But at least in my experience, I mean, you're gonna basically give the AI, like the more time it goes on, the more decisions it has to make, the more design decisions it has to make. And a lot of times I think that just gives you a shit ton of technical debt. Things just aren't like kind of modular and like easy to uh, kind of maintain. I just don't think it produces like maintainable code or kind of solid, like robust projects. And so, yeah, I think like communication is almost the barrier. Like if you could communicate all of the different decisions it's going to have to make and the solution to that, then I think you could actually like use AI well. But really, it comes down to like, it's going to basically infer a bunch of decisions. And yeah, it's just going to be kind of messy, you know? So, anyways, that's the video. Yeah,